Hey friends, it's me, Ruth Reacts, and I have so much to tell you. I am in Prague right now, or as they say here, Praha. And I've been so many places since we last met. And this will probably be my last video because we're leaving tomorrow to come back to the United States. The first thing that we did after leaving Germany was go to Terezin, which was a concentration camp in the Czech Republic. And it was very interesting and very sad. One of the things about it that was particularly interesting and sad was that it was what was called a concentration camp that was used as an example of, it was a propaganda concentration camp. And so it was used to be like, concentration camps are fine, everything's good, look how great it is here. And so, for example, they had a whole room of shaving sinks and mirrors that was never used, but they claimed that it was so that all the people could shave when they wanted to, and it was supposed to be nice. And of course wasn't. But it didn't have gas chambers. It had actual showers. Instead, it looks very similar to the gas chambers, but it was real showers where they could take actual showers, and they got 4 minutes of cold water every week or something like that, the prisoners did. And this concentration camp was better than some because the people who were there were in conditions that were better than some conditions due to the fact that it was created as a military base originally. And so there wasn't as much heat or cold. The ones that were actually built by the real Nazis, put up by the Nazis themselves, were very poorly constructed and didn't have a lot of insulation, whereas this one was buried underneath the ground and made as a military bunker. And so this one had better insulation and things like that. Now, of course, there were still 50 people crammed into a tiny room, standing room only, tiny little hole for air. So it was no good conditions in any way. There were still lots of people that died at this concentration camp. They didn't actually start killing people there until the very end of the war, but they sent people away to other concentration camps where they were murdered, and other death camps, whereas this one itself was more of a work camp. So after that, we traveled to Prague, and here in Prague we've been for several days. We went and saw Prague Castle. We walked around the town. This is the Jewish quarter of the town, where we learned about how the Jews were sectioned off for a long time in the 1800s in Prague. They were kind of told that they were sectioned off and told, you can't leave this quarter because you're responsible for killing Jesus. And so they were told if they ever did leave their quarter, their section that was walled off, they had to wear a certain hat so they could be identified. So we kind of see some of this evolution of the persecution of the Jews that goes even way further back than the World War II, and some of the things that we think about when we think of the persecution that the Jews have been through, and definitely further back even than Hitler. So it's been a very interesting time. The architecture here, I'm in this little tiny corner, but you can kind of see there's these beautiful buildings, and the Prague Castle, where their president is connected to this amazing cathedral. So it's been beautiful here. I heard my dad's girlfriend doesn't like it very much because it's very crowded. There are a lot of tourists, but I think it's amazing and lovely. So I would love to come back to Prague someday. You should come with me. Let's go on a trip together. So anyway, it's been great to see you all. Thanks all for watching my videos. And as usual, I'll be back with some more Ruth Reacts to books as soon as I get back to the States, where I have been reading while I've been on this trip. So I got some new books to share with you. So talk to you soon. Love you all. Bye.